Well, folks, regarding Mike Evans' hamstring injury following the Bucs' Week 3 win versus the New York Jets, there's actually some positive news there. Shout out to Sleeper, by the way, more on them a little bit later on in this video. So, per Greg Auman of Fox Sports, and I guess I should say per Todd Bowles, who spoke to the media today, said that Mike Evans will get an MRI on Tuesday, that is tomorrow, on his hamstring, but they deem it as low grade, suggesting it won't sideline him as much as it could. Now, somebody on Twitter had followed up on this Greg Auman tweet and said, "So curious, how long does a low grade usually take?" And Auman said, "Hard to say. I'd think Sunday has to be in jeopardy in the least." So we will see, but it is very, very good that this is a hamstring injury that is not as bad as it could be. And I know that a lot of people were worried about the long-term health of Evans. Of course, you want to see him get to that 1,000 yards. Right now, he's at 140 yards on the season. Still has a long way to go to hit that 1,000. Also, it's just good to have Mike Evans out there for your offense in general. So this is overall good news because remember, last time Mike Evans had a injury, I don't necessarily remember if it was a hamstring injury last year. I think it might have been a thigh injury, but it knocked him out for a month. So if this is a injury that does knock Mike Evans out for only a week, maybe 2 weeks at most, that's great, all things considered, right? It's obviously not ideal. You want Evans to play the entire season, but hey, silver linings and things along those lines. Now, obviously, Evans is a huge integral part to this offense. He's the number one wide receiver. He is, again, one of the best receivers in the NFL. We all know this, right? We all know how important Mike Evans is to this Buccaneers organization, to the efficiency of this Bucs offense. But they do have some reinforcements coming in. Before we talk about that more, though, I do want to say shout out to Sleeper, the proud sponsor of this channel. If you guys use the code MrBucs, you will get a $100 deposit match up to $100. That is, again, whenever you use the code MrBucs. Guys, download the number one sports app today and enjoy sports the way it was meant to be. That is together. Now, as I was saying, the Bucs do have possibly some reinforcements coming back. Chris Godwin may be returning from his ankle injury this week in week number 4 versus the Philadelphia Eagles. You had Emeka Egbuka, who quite frankly looked like a number one caliber wide receiver in this most recent game versus the Jets as well. You also have a guy in Sterling Shepard who had 4 catches for 80 yards against the New York Jets also. So if Godwin is able to come back this week, and let's say Mike Evans is out against the Eagles, you still have a solid wide receiver room, in my opinion, with Godwin, Egbuka, and Shepard, okay? That is just how I view the situation. Of course, you cannot replace Mike Evans fully, but getting Godwin back would be a huge help. Having Egbuka there and just what he has been able to do has been awesome, and then having Shepard there as well helps also. So we're going to wait and see, folks. We're going to wait and see the full severity of Mike Evans' injury, how long he will be out, and whether or not he will be able to hit that 1,000, man. Because I know a lot of people have been saying, like, throw up the hands, it's in jeopardy, done. You never know, right? But I will say this, like, hey, he missed a month last year, and he was still able to go out there and get his 1,000 yards. So if he only misses a game or two, it's a good sign. It's a good sign, man. So we will see, but let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions about this Mike Evans injury down in the comments section below. I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, guys, I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions about Mike Evans' hamstring injury. And yeah, goodbye for now. See you soon, and go Bucs.